questions, frustration, and calls for change. Child Protective Services came under intense scrutiny after the murder of 5-year-old Eain Brooks in Buffalo. New this noon, the Erie County Executive is not mincing words. News 4's Anthony Kanji is live in the newsroom with this story, breaking down what this could all mean for us.
Well, Teresa, the death of 5-year-old Eain Brooks and other recent cases has many politicians calling for changes within CPS, and now we're starting to see them. County Executive Mark Poloncarz has been out front in calling for a full investigation into CPS, specifically how the case of 5-year-old Eain Brooks was handled.
A 5-year-old boy is dead. And as much as I'd love to be able to jump in a time machine and bring him back, I can't do that because it's impossible to do that. But what I can do is ensure that we're providing the best care of service for the children in this community because the children come first.
And the New York Office of Children and Family Services is responding. Police say Brooks was killed by his mother's boyfriend, 26-year-old Matthew Kudzel. Brooks' family says they called their CPS caseworkers 10 times in a 2-month period, but nothing was done. In a letter written to local politicians, New York's Children and Family Services Commissioner said they are conducting an immediate safety assessment on all open CPS cases to make sure proper protections are in place. They will also review the next 200 cases done by Erie County CPS to make sure an investigation was done properly. They will also suspend county's use of the Family Assessment Response, which is an alternative to CPS. Poloncarz says it's a good start, but reviewing the next 200 cases isn't as large as it seems.
200 is probably the current caseload, which will get them through 1 week. So it's not as large as people think. Remember, in 2012, there were over 9,800 children that CPS had involvement with.
Poloncarz also warns that caseworkers will be held more accountable going forward.
If a child protective service worker missed something, then they need to be held accountable, which means they need to be terminated. I don't want that person working in county government.
We also asked Poloncarz why Erie County will no longer use family assistance response. He said they were already being phased out after the death of Abdi Muhammad and how his case was handled. George Rickert will have more on that coming up tonight. Reporting live in the newsroom, Anthony Kanji, News 4 at noon.
Thank you very much.